And welcome. Are you looking to make your software development run smoother or more efficiently? During my time as a software engineer, I found that having the right processes in place can really help you save time and code more efficiently. But sometimes deadlines can make you feel pressured to just drop them, or maybe not even create them at all. But having these systems and processes in place can be really helpful. So in this video, I'm going to provide a recap of my original How to Think Like a Programmer presentation given at Cisco Live LATAM 2018, as well as some new tips and tricks I've learned since then that have really helped me a lot. Now, before I forget, I have something that I want to share with you at the end, so do stay tuned. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Cassandra. I am the Prosperous Heart, and I empower people just like you to create greater success in their life. I do this by breaking down the tech for digital marketing and programming into easy to understand, bite-sized pieces. If you find value in today's Prosperous Heart training, please sprinkle this amongst your favorite social media platforms. This will help others improve their improve their chances of seeing this content. And if you'd like to see more, be sure to turn on notifications for whatever platform that you're watching this on right now. Now, be aware that you can learn more about what I'm sharing today over at this website right here. ProcessHeart.com, how to think like a software engineer, whatever. I know that's really long, but it should be in the description. And if not, just let me know. I'll put it there. But you can find this recording. You can find the original recording, slide deck, and co-repo here at this URL for the original one, as well as what I'm about to share with you today. So let's recap that prior presentation. I was invited to speak at Cisco Live LATAM for their Net DevOps event. Because I knew that the audience was expected to be new to development, I crafted it to provide the attendees with tools and techniques that would minimize their frustration and time to code as well, while inviting opportunities for collaboration. In that talk, I shared good versus bad habits, what to consider before writing code, logging in Python, my process for writing a bare bones script, or basically your basic code blueprints, rather, your basic code blueprint for what you will be completing. I then went deeper into the bare bones process, covering the 6 steps and the considerations necessary to complete them. And those steps were number 1, gather requirements. Number 2, determine all required functions of your script based on number 1. Number 3, create the function outlines in your bare bones script, including doc strings, and update documentation as needed along the way. Number 4, tie your functions into your main call. Number 5, test the logic flow. Number 6, assign functions to team members for completing the work. And then you actually create the rest, because originally it's just making sure your logic's there. It's the framework, it's your bare bones. Now, while there is much more to it than that, as I said, including code to show each section, right? All of that is down here, or rather in this blog post. I'm not going to dive into all of that more so than the recap that I just gave. You can check that all out over at this link that I shared with you a moment ago, and it's still showing on the screen. Now, what's exciting? Oh my gosh, so exciting, is that everything I shared in that prior presentation is still valid today. But there's other things that I've picked up and learned since then that I feel are important to take note of. And to prepare for this training with you, I also reached out to my LinkedIn network to see if anyone had any suggestions. I'll be sharing a couple of those in just a moment. But first, the introduction to Agile into how I code, collaborate, and plan has been extremely helpful for me. According to Atlassian, Agile is an iterative approach to project management and software development, where teams deliver value with speed and fewer headaches. Being agile provides you with the ability to create and respond to change easier and faster. The world, especially in tech, is constantly changing. But when you effectively utilize things like short daily scrums, and I mean true daily scrums, bi-weekly planning, bi-weekly planning and retrospectives, and even more than that, like all the things that are part of Agile, you can get your whole team in an incredible flow and project development success. Another one of the lessons that I've learned is in regards to automated testing. Now, I found that there are many companies that break up development and testing into completely different teams if automated testing is done at all. While I'm sure there's a lot more to quality assurance or QA than just creating automated tests, it makes more sense to me to focus on TDD. That's Tango Delta Delta. That stands for Test Driven Development. If you're unfamiliar with TDD, it's basically the process of writing a simple and failing test first, writing just enough code to pass that, and then refactoring your code for simplicity. This accumulates over time where you eventually have a full test suite and can ensure that you don't reintroduce old bugs. According to the Agile Alliance site, many teams who use this have reported significant reduction in defect rates, improved design quality, and with overhead being offset by a reduction in effort in the project's final phases. Now, while there is always a chance that you will still run into bugs, you can see that from this post from Daniel Mocha. I hope that's how you pronounce his name, Daniel. So this post right here, if you find a bug, do the following. Write a failing test to reproduce it, find the bug by debugging your test, make the failing test pass by fixing it, clean up the code as needed, right? It's easier to find that bug and cover it so it doesn't come back again. So, like I said, the process is basically still the same. Now, while I am not yet an expert in TDD, I would highly suggest that you follow those who are, like Daniel, for example. Like many developers, they are passionate about what they do, and they enjoy sharing their lessons learned where possible. And don't forget to learn about automated or continuous test runners like PyCrunch for Python or Wallaby for JavaScript. They will be so helpful for you, especially if you don't have a separate team working on the testing portion of your development. Now, earlier, I mentioned that I reached out to my network on LinkedIn. Travis Garnett graciously replied, "Thank you, Travis." And I wanted to share his great additional insight with you today. So as you can see here, as a software tester with a more software testing mindset, right? It is important to build a relationship with development. I totally agree. Build those relationships amongst your teams to make yourself like get into flow and make sure everybody's working together. So work with them and have a vice versa relationship. It's more important to establish and foster because together with the rest of the business, right, making sure everybody's involved, making sure everybody is aware and not just, here's the final product and no testing done. Ugh, I've seen that too many times. But together with the rest of the business, trying to achieve the ultimate goal and doing it bottom up instead of top down, right? Deliver and delight. I love that quote. So thank you so much, Travis, for sharing this little tidbit here with me so I can share it with you guys. All right, so as you can see, whether you follow TDD or have dedicated software testers, the overall message here is basically that when you are more intimately intertwining your development and testing teams, you can create a better experience for the business, the end users, and yourself. Now, the third and final piece that I'm going to be sharing with you today is actually a tool I've used in everything I've done for the past 2 years since I first heard about it. From planning new software projects, hosting retrospectives, outlining marketing strategies, workshopping team needs, you name it, I've probably done it. But not only does it allow you to visually piece things together, you also can link to important documents as needed. It's quite literally my favorite tool. And if you would like to learn more about it, including some additional links and templates, you can go to, oh, did I not add it? I don't think I did. So you can go to this one right here. You don't have to have the HTTP, whatever, but basically prosperousheart.com/. Miro. You can go there and learn a little bit more about Miro. They actually have a certification program. There's some templates that you might find helpful. So be sure to go to that and check it out. All right, that is it from me for now. Thank you so much for being here. You could have been anywhere else, so I appreciate that you spent your time with me here today. But before I go, I just wanted to remind you that I've done something new this year. I've opened up my mentorship program and I'm only offering 10 more spots this month. Now, our most recent major event for the group has already passed, so this will be for from now through February, so 10 more spots for this month. During my career as a software engineer, as well as a digital marketer, I found that it doesn't really matter if you are planning a go-to-market strategy for new software development, or you are trying to get people to attend an event, or just trying to find a job, you must learn how to leverage multiple digital marketing channels in order to be seen by the most people likely interested in what you are promoting, which includes yourself, right? Again, whether you are an entrepreneur, an employee, it doesn't matter. So, excuse me. And when you're developing software, especially, and really any degree, but with software, if you, especially if you don't go to college, for example, having a mentor or someone to help guide you is an essential part of your journey, at least if you want to save time and money, right? Again, I went to college, and I know that you can be successful without a degree in computer science. Now, depending on what you want to do, right, you might need to, but that's another story, right? You do not need a degree to be successful in software development, in digital marketing, in community management. So because of what I've learned, right, I've been there, and I can share I know, I've designed a new opportunity to empower those interested in growing their skills in both digital marketing and programming. Because the truth is, even if you get a degree in computer science like I did, right, technology is evolving at a rapid rate. And without a mentor or group of people to support you, it may seem overwhelming. It may be really difficult to keep up. And I understand that pain. That's why I created this mentorship program. So if you were looking to have direct connection with someone who has worked in both the digital marketing realm as well as software development, if you're tired of confusing trainings, lack of responses to your inquiries on discussion boards, or simply would like a more human approach to learning, then my monthly mentorship program might be for you. Connect with me on whatever platform you found this on. We can chat about what you're looking to accomplish, where you feel you need assistance, and how I may be able to further empower you for success in your endeavors. All right, that's it from me for now. Thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful and prosperous rest of your day.